So it's this huge, wide open faceplate muffler mod on the 400.1. Make better power, just make noise, are we going to lose any power? We will put on the dyno and we're going to find that out. Welcome back everyone. Today we've got another 400.1 and a 400. I wanted to redeem myself a little bit because I missed the filter and a couple of other things on the 400. Was completely stock, but it had the filter. The customer had installed one of the bark boxes. I did put the stock cover on like I mentioned, but I just wanted to redo this test. So I had a customer nice enough to send in a 400.1, and we have a brand new 400 here. I posted this up on our Facebook page, and a few people wanted to know some weights and everything else. So I'll just do a short video today. Both of these, fresh out of the box. We're going to see exactly what they weigh. This is just our postage scale here. So on our 400 here, we have 12 pounds, 10.8 ounces. That's bone dry. On the 400.1, we have 12 pounds, 3.5 ounces. So what do we have? Just about 7 ounces different. Let's do the metric. 5.544 kg on the 400.1. 5.754 kg on the 400. So like I said, there is just under half a pound difference between the 400.1 and the 400. But today, what we are going to do is we're going to fill up both of these. These will be the first time they've been started. And we're going to see bone stock, brand new, right out of the box, 400 versus 400.1. I'll get them all warmed up, do the resets, and then we'll make the power runs on both saws and see if anything was any different on the 400 and the 400.1. And this will be the video because I am going to build both of these saws. I'll do a full build video with both of them side by side so we can look at more differences. But leave a comment, let me know what you want to see in the build video of this 400 and to compare versus a regular 400. And let me know if you think it's actually going to outrun. So we'll get these filled up, all ready to go, and see what kind of power they put out. Bone stock out of the box. I checked this time to make sure everything was stock on both of them, so we're good to go there. So if you've been around a while, you'll know, you'll understand. But for the new people, I like to do it this way. Both saws, same day, same fuel and oil, same dyno, everything. That way, that's as best we can compare the power output on my dyno on one day. Now, most of the time, they don't line up exactly with the book specs because I can't match their exact procedure. My procedure is going to be 3 or 4 pulls, 10 seconds each, high RPM down to low, and we're going to average 3-run average on both saws. So we'll get started. We'll see how the original 400 does, and then we'll go to the 0.1. So we got our stock 400 all warmed up, ready to go. We'll make those pulls and put the average on the graph. All right, here we have 400.1. We'll see how it does. So these results are almost identical to the last one, and these are brand new out of the box, all 100% stock. So our 400, 6.11 horse, 3.66 foot-pounds, blue lines, is our regular 400. 400.1, 6.03 horse, 3.83 foot-pounds. So again, 400.1 has more low range, low end power than the regular 400 does. Which, Like I said, if that's in the cylinder design or if that's in the ignition, I don't know yet, but I will be playing with this 400.1 and we'll get to see exactly what we can wring out of it. And same thing, like I said, I know these 400s, they turn out quite well. Most of ours end up in the 7.5 horse range and get a nice bump in torque. So it'll be interesting to see if the torque is going to jump on our 400.1 as well. But I do have a little treat. This customer had a front cover made. I'll go up and we will test a wide open front cover type outlet for our 400.1 and see how it likes a huge muffler mod. But let me take you back to the bench and I'll show you that outlet real quick and we'll see what kind of power it makes. So here is the front cover that we have for our 400.1. The customer had this made up because he wanted to try this style, and it has a huge outlet on the back side. But I'm going to bolt this on and we'll see how well, if it at all, it performs with this type of muffler mod. And then if you guys are interested, we can always put a plate and try and dial in just the right size muffler mod for this style outlet. Now these flat plates, they do restrict the volume of those mufflers. Some saws, they like a little bit extra cushion, a little bit extra volume. It's not so much the back pressure because they do all like being wide open. But there is something with the volume in that can. But we're going to bolt this on and see if it makes any better power or if it's just noise. So let me know what you think about these front plate outlets and we'll see how this performs on the 400.1. Alrighty, 400.1 with the wide open front plate. Guaranteed to be louder. Now we'll see if it makes better power. Well, it's definitely louder. There is a different tone between these two. 400.1 is a little bit smaller at 63 cc's versus 67. Aluminum piston, magnesium piston. 400 does seem snappier, but looking at those baseline runs, the bigger saw does not seem to be putting out the torque. Now, is that in the piston, the up and down reciprocating weight, or coil, or porting? Like I said, it'll be interesting to see what we find in here. But I just want to do this one as a quick little video to kind of redeem myself with a couple of bone stock saws. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see more in depth on this 400.1 and we'll make separate videos of that. And do you think this wide open front plate muffler mod actually made better power? Did we lose torque? I mean, that was a huge hole. It's basically the same size. What is that? 2x3 hole basically. So we'll take a look at the graph and we will see if we gained power, lost power, or just made noise with that muffler mod. All right, here is what we have. This 400.1 is really actually surprising me. 6.03, 3.83. These are the runs on our baseline. Blue lines. Then the red. This is where the average power came out for that muffler mod. Wide open, flat plate, less volume, and it's not giving up anything anywhere. Just a fuzz more peak torque and almost not far off of half horse different. But if you look at the area, this is huge. 8 to what, almost 12,000. That's 4,000 RPM of stock or better horsepower. That's a huge flat area. That's going to feel like an animal with just that wide open muffler mod. Now I will say that one needs some tweaking. That gets that side extremely hot. Maybe a deflector to aim it up like the Bark Box and Straight Shots have, or maybe a complete redesign. But so far it looks like wide open muffler mod is the way to go on this new 400.1. Make sure to comment what you guys want to see and I will try my best to make it happen. 400 versus 400.1. All right, till next time. Thanks a lot, everyone.